How would you like to know how you can sell marijuana and get away with it? I mean, not the FBI, not the CIA, not the NSA, not the feds, no one. And I mean, not even your local police department will be able to stop you from selling marijuana. You can do all of this legally and get away with it like a bandit. Want to know how? Well, you got to stick around. All of that coming back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. How you guys are doing out there? That's right, you heard it from my intro. How can you sell marijuana and get away with it? There is actually a way that you can sell marijuana legally and get away with it. And this is the best way of doing it, guys. This is like the most fantastic way of doing it. You know how usually, you want to go ahead and you want to blaze it up, you want to spark it up, you want to go ahead and get lit. How many more acronyms can we throw in there as far as to how high can you go? You know what I'm saying? You need another spliff. It is what it is. But how is it that you can actually sell this and not get busted? And I mean actually sell it by a ton of it. And when I mean a ton of it, guys, and you won't even, the government won't even touch you, won't even bother you. How about that? The police won't even look your way. You can be one of the biggest distributors out there, and no one would even know who the hell you are. Now, you're trying to figure out what's the secret. You're trying to figure out maybe, hey, how can I do this? And I know that a lot of people must be thinking to themselves, okay, what's the gimmick? How can you get away with this, right? Very simple, guys. We are today talking about cannabis. That's right, guys, cannabis, another way of calling marijuana. And it's also another way that in the business world, we call it for when we deal with stocks. That's right, we're talking about weed stocks here, guys. That's right. Yeah, now I know you must be saying, oh man, come on, weed stocks? I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? What the hell I want weed stocks for? Well, guess what, guys? There's a company out there called Tilray. These guys have been killing it on the markets recently. They killed this so hard that their stock went up to about 200, and I want to say it's about like $235 on the uprise. Now, for full clear disclosure here, I actually got into this company when it was somewhere in the $70 range. So I actually made a killing at about $228. I sold out. Good thing I did, because it was the big weed stock bubble. That's right, guys. There's such a thing as a weed stock bubble. I was able to get out in time and got my profits out of it. But the amount of the ride that I was riding up, I was so high on that ride going up that it was almost unbelievable. This stock was trading like it was actually a cryptocurrency. How about that? It was actually moving just like a crypto, on a rise, and it kept moving up and it kept riding up. It was amazing, guys. It was one of the most amazing rides that I have been on in a while. Not only is it wasn't amazing, it's what we call a natural high in the stock market, when you can actually see your profits double and you see your profits triple, and you are just like, holy crap, I can't believe this. But with that, you also get what is called panic. Because at one point in time, now you're actually panicking. You're saying to yourself, okay, when the hell do I sell this? When the hell do I get out of this? Because, if I sell now, I might sell myself too short, and then it might just go up another 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, or even 100 points, which this bad boy did. So you're saying to yourself, how can I put myself at the right range so this way I don't lose out on all those gains? Well, that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about how to actually follow that stock, how to chase that stock, and how to get off that ride before it becomes a disaster. So basically what you want to do, guys, is that as you're following the stock, you want to give yourself a little leverage for the stock to grow and a little bit of leverage for the stock to fall back. Basically, I like to play a percentage game with the stock when I'm playing it. Basically, I like to see if I'm already at 100% of a gain. I don't mind losing 5%, 5 to 10% from that 100 gains, which would still give me 90. And that's basically where I would range it at for me personally. For other people, it might be different. Other people's risk might be a lot much higher, but for me personally, I don't take it that much higher of a risk. So usually I stay within that 10% range going in. All right, so basically, if this stock is moving at 100% range, then I'm basically following it at a 90% range. And I mean following it because I want to make sure that I get as much as I can from it before it actually pops, which that's what happened here, guys. All right, so how do you do that? How is it that you can actually go ahead and follow that stock, and be able to put a stop to it, so this way you don't have to worry? Well, basically, this is what we call a stop limit order. That's right. On a stop limit order, you can actually go ahead and put where is it that you want this stock to stop at. In case if it drops back down to that price there, it sells for you automatically. You don't even have to worry about it. You can sell for it automatically. Now, when you are following a stock like this one, which was on a crazy horse ride, it was so high, it was just way up there, all right? Now we're talking about this bad boy got lit. This bad boy was lifted. This bad boy was on a high to the sky. All right, when you on that big ride like that, you got to make sure that you cover your losses very quickly. And not only cover your losses, but you want to make sure you protect your gains very quickly. So something like this, you have to watch, and you have to watch it on live. When I say live, as the market is trading, you got to watch it. You just can't put it there and then just leave it alone and just go away. This is where the stop limit works for you guys, all right? Because if you say to yourself, okay, I see this stock already at $90 for an example, all right, and it's moving up to $110, $115, $130, well, you should go back to it and rechange your stop limit. You can rechange your stop limit, guys. All right, you can actually change it and bring it up to that new level of that 10% of, or 5 or 15 or 20, which one you guys going, you know what I'm saying, of where you want that stock to be at. So therefore, if it does drop back down to that number there, well, you get more gains going in. It is crucial that you follow it and chase the stock all the way through. All right. Now, that's the best way of actually playing with that stock and getting away with it. All right. Now, here's the thing. This is what we call a short sell. All right. So we know we have a short sell. So when I talk about covering our losses, we're talking about we're going to have to pay taxes on this at the end of the year. All right, and this is going to be on a 20% tax hike. So we have to make sure we are able to cover those losses of that 20% as we're moving up. So keep that in the back of your head and keep that in the back of your mind, knowing that, you know what, I got a 20% that I need to cover, because we're not looking for the long term with this stock. We're not saying that this is going to be a stock for the long run. We're just getting what we can from it, and we're running away from it. All right, it's an opportunity that you can take and you can run it, and why not? Why not take it when you can? All right, so Tilray is basically based in Canada. Is actually a pharmaceutical drug which deals with cannabis, and they actually give medication marijuana. Now, I'm going to put a chart here to show you guys how far their reach is. All right, so on the chart you're going to see, or on this diagram, you're going to see that their reach is very far. They are all the way in, coming across into Africa, going into Europe. As you guys can see, they have a very long extended reach. We're talking about over 10 countries here. All right, now, why am I talking about Tilray now, when now the ride has been done and everything is all over with? Because Tilray is still trying to show signs of life, believe it or not, guys. All right. Now, just like every other cannabis stock that is out there besides Tilray, they are also showing life again. Now, that means we have to keep an eye on it again, because you know what? If they're going to get high, we need to get just as high as they are. All right. No surprises. We got to go with them as high as they go. All right. So that's something to keep on your watch list, and watch it very carefully, because you can make some deadly gains off this stock. And when I say deadly, I mean deadly gains off the stock, all right? But again, it's a risk, and you must be willing to invest money that you can afford to lose. Don't put money that you can't afford to lose on some of these stocks, and then you lose your shirt on it, guys, because that's just ridiculously dumb. All right. So as always, guys, if you have any questions or any comments, please leave it at the comment section below. And as always, don't forget, more gains, more gains, more gains. Giving it your maximum effort. Peace out.